We're traveling to all 50 states with our kids and staying in the coolest, family-friendly short-term rentals we can find along the way. In Ohio, we stayed at Dogwood Ridge Farms, a hidden gem in the Hocking Hills region with miles of private trails, Highland cows, and a hand-built barn that completely blew us away. Now, with Ohio in the rearview, it's time for our next adventure.
Ohio, 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 Michigan!
We just crossed over into Michigan, which marks state number 16 on our family's big adventure of visiting all 50 states in 5 months.
We both have some family ties to Michigan. I have an uncle and his family that lives here, and Kylie's grandma grew up in Traverse City, Michigan, but neither of us has really spent a lot of time in the state. So during these next couple days, we're going to get a chance to explore a bit and see what it has to offer. Today's strategy, we started in Ohio a few hours ago. We charged once there. We have about 160 miles left to our destination in Michigan, which is going to require one more charging stop that's coming up here in about 30 minutes, and we'll charge for 30 minutes and then be on our way.
If this is the first episode you've seen in our series, we are traveling the country in our all-electric Rivian truck. And along with showcasing some of the top kid-friendly short-term rentals in every state, we also want to show a real-life example of what it's like to travel across the country in an electric vehicle. So far, so good. We haven't had too many hiccups along the way, and I think we've all really enjoyed it.
We've had a good time. Charging networks are working the way they're supposed to, pretty much. We've had a couple of hiccups, like Kylie said. Logistically, it's not hard to have a cross-country road trip in an electric vehicle, and we're doing it. We're more than 6,000 miles in at this point, and still trucking down the road.
Find some wood to knock on.
Yeah.
In every state that we visit, we are staying in the coolest kid-approved short-term rentals. And what that means is that even though Steven and I have searched and found a short list of amazing properties in every state, the kids ultimately had the final say in which one we stayed at. But it's been a while since we've looked at the listing together, so we're going to have a look at where we're headed for Michigan. If you remember, today we are heading to Jimmy Z Bison Ranch.
What does that mean?
It means that Jimmy Z has a bison ranch, and we are going to stay on it.
What do they have there?
Guess what they have?
Bison?
I think you might be right. So we are going to be staying in a cabin on the Bison Ranch, and Jimmy Z himself will be greeting us when we get there and also giving us a tour tomorrow. And it sounds like we get access to the golf cart to explore the ranch ourselves. Pretty cool, huh?
That sounds really fun.
I agree. Can't wait to get there.
I'm going upstairs.
This is Jimmy Z Bison Ranch, a working ranch in Brown City, Michigan, about 2 hours north of Detroit. Guests can stay in this cozy cabin overlooking a private pond where you can even drop a line and fish. It's the perfect mix of rustic and peaceful, with more than 200 bison roaming in the distance. When you arrive, Jimmy and his wife and their dog Sage greet you right in front of their home and bring you over to the cabin by golf cart, which you can use throughout your stay to get to and from the parking area or to explore the property. Along the way, we got to meet their 2 horses and feed them their favorite seasonal treat, candy corn. Jimmy kept surprising us, from his unexpected ninja warrior skills to his deep knowledge of bison and their history across the United States.
So back in 1492, there were 60 million bison in the United States. By 1889, there was 541. So today, there's about 750 million bison in the United States. And the goal was to be 1 million strong, but it's going backwards because of the demand for bison meat. Bison meat has has less fat and cholesterol than boneless, skinless chicken breast. It's extremely high in iron. So athletes love to have bison meat because of the fact of the iron content. But if you're allergic to red meat, you can still eat bison.
As the sun started to set, Jimmy took us on a tour of the property, showing us where we'd likely spot the herd in the morning. After breakfast, we took the golf cart for a ride in search of bison. Sage found us and hopped on the cart and eventually found part of the herd. Okay, let's read about Michigan. So Michigan is called the Great Lakes State.
Yeah.
It is home to the magic capital of the world. Michigan is the nation's top producer of tart cherries. Each summer, Traverse City, and that's where Gigi grew up. In Traverse City. Each summer, Traverse City hosts the National Cherry Festival with cherry juice, cherry barbecue sauce, cherry jam, cherry pancakes, cherry hot sauce, and of course, lots of cherry pie to enjoy.
Mom, what's the ducky one?
Ready, set, quack. It's a race to the finish line for about 2,000 yellow rubber ducks at the Rubber Ducky Festival in Bel Air.
What? The rubber ducky festival?
We had a great night last night here at the cabin. We were all very comfortable. It's really peaceful and tranquil place. And now it is time to go through our Michigan bucket list. So first on the list is to stay at the Coolest Kids STR, which the kids chose. It's an awesome cabin here in the wilderness. We loved it. Second on the list is to relax at a bison ranch, which is also here. The bison are right over here. There's horses, there's a cool dog sage. We had a great time just enjoying this experience.
We have 3 more items to check off on our Michigan bucket list. They are to try a Jimmy Z's product. You guys met Jimmy Z. He has a whole line of different products, but we want to try at least one of them. Parents' night out, which you'll learn more about later, and also hang out with family. As we mentioned yesterday, Stephen has family that lives near Detroit, so we're going to go pay them a visit. That was going to be the end of our bucket list, but at the very end of our tour with Jimmy and Charlisa yesterday, the last thing that Jimmy said to us was, Stephen, if the weather's right tomorrow, you and I are getting high. Jimmy is a unique guy with a good sense of humor, but we have no idea what we're in store for here. He just texted us an address to meet him in about 45 minutes. So we're gonna pack up and go see what Jimmy has added to our Michigan bucket list.
Should be interesting. This is an airport. A tiny airport.
I think you might be going on an airplane. How do you feel about this?
Well, hopefully Jimmy's airplane is and Jimmy are airworthy. This will be an experience. It's a little breezy out here today. But all right.
Jimmy is an aviation enthusiast who's been flying since the early 80s. He has 2 planes in his hangar, a 6-seater Piper Lance and a 2-seater Cessna 150. The hangar itself is attached to his other short-term rental, appropriately named Fly-In Lodging. Before takeoff, Jimmy let the kids climb into the cockpit for a closer look, then walked us through each step of his pre-flight inspection. Once everything checked out, it was time to roll the plane out of the hangar, top off the fuel, and head toward the runway for a once-in-a-lifetime flight over Michigan.
made it back.
How was it?
It was a lot of fun. It was very cool. Pilot on duty. It's me. That was cool, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's made my day.
How are you feeling?
That was awesome. It was so cool. Jimmy is the man. He took me for a ride in his Cessna 150. We flew over the Bison Ranch. We flew out over Lake Huron. I haven't been in a small plane for years. Like I don't know, maybe 10 or something, or 12 last time I went in a tiny plane like that. And like, I know how planes work, but your body still like is tense in a small plane like that because you're moving and like the wind's blowing. It's such a cool experience, but I feel like there's adrenaline that just comes with something like that because I haven't done it in 30 years. But anyways, it was so cool, so nice of him to take the time and do that, and yeah, made my day.
So in the 1960s, Jimmy's dad opened up a grocery store locally called Ben's. And over time, Ben's has expanded and Jimmy has taken over the family business and he's grown it a lot. Before we head out of town, we just have one more quick stop to make at one of the Ben's supercenters. With the surprise aviation experience that Jimmy gave us this afternoon, we had to change our afternoon plans a little bit, and instead of going straight to Steven's family's house, we are actually meeting them out.
Both families are members of Lifetime Fitness. We've used it a lot in Des Moines, and Kent and Caitlin and their family use it here in Michigan, and we decided that it would be a cool thing for the cousins' kids to get together at Lifetime's Parents' Night Out. So we are dropping the kids at Parents' Night Out.
All the grown-ups are going to dinner.
Going to dinner. Looking forward to that, and the kids are looking forward to seeing their cousins,
and they love Parents' Night Out. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with Lifetime, all of the locations allow you to drop your kids off on either Friday or Saturday evening, sometimes both nights, and we can leave them there for up to 3 hours. They feed them pizza and they play games and do all sorts of fun activities, and we get to go and have a date night.
It's a nice feature, and our membership applies here at the Michigan place. So yeah, we're taking advantage. New Lifetime unlocked.
We've been having such a nice time here in Shelby Township with Kent and Caitlin and their kids. We had a really nice dinner last night with no kids. All the cousins have been having fun playing together today. We haven't had the camera on too much, just trying to be present and enjoy this family time.
We do still have a bucket list item, which is to try a Jimmy Z product. And we picked up this Jimmy Z apple cider. So we're gonna give that a try right now.
The kids are all getting their Halloween costumes on because after this, we are headed to do a fun little Halloween event that Caitlin found for us, but gonna try some cider first.
Smells like cinnamon.
It is.
Cheers.
It's cinnamon apple cider. Cheers. Yum.
Nice and light, refreshing.
I think the werewolf likes it.
More, please.
We're back on the road, heading towards our next state. We had such a nice time in Michigan with Kent and Caitlin and their kids. The Halloween Town and train ride yesterday was so much fun, and we had a nice breakfast this morning, complete with Jimmy Z apple cider. And yeah, now we're back on the road.
Today's strategy is a 4-hour drive to our next destination. We have one charging stop for about 15 minutes. We'll get that done in about an hour and a half from now. Between now and then, Kylie has a bit of work to do. Over the last few weeks, we've been working with our web developer to more tightly integrate uplisting into our website.
Uplisting is our property management software that we use to synchronize all of the different booking platforms that we advertise our listings on and also handle guest messaging, pricing, all in one place.
Yeah, so we've taken direct bookings for several years, and basically what we had done is from our website linked to Uplisting's direct booking engine, which they do have, but we wanted it to be a little more tightly integrated where all the photos, the listing description, everything that Uplisting pushes out to, for example, Airbnb and Vrbo, also pushes to our website. Previously, we had to manually edit photos and the listing description on our website, which was just one more thing, sort of manual task. So now it's all tightly integrated, but what Kylie's going to do is just go through each listing, make sure everything looks good on the website, make sure that synchronization is all happening. It's a nice job for a rainy day in the car.
We are getting very close to the border, and Steven and I were just taking a few minutes to reflect on our time in Michigan and at Jimmy Z Bison Ranch. We just had the best time in this state.
Great memories. Jimmy Z Bison Ranch was awesome, comfortable stay.
You got to go up in
and
an
I got
airplane.
to go on an airplane with Jimmy. That'll always be something I remember. Then we had a nice time visiting family, a couple days of downtime, low key, no travel, which was good. A little rainy today, but on to the next exciting adventure.
Okay, Nash, what was your favorite part of Jimmy Z Bison Ranch?
The obstacle course thing.
That was a very cool, the Ninja Warrior course. What about just the whole state of Michigan? Do you have a favorite part?
Halloween thing.
The Halloween thing yesterday. Vera, what was your favorite part of the Bison Ranch?
Saved the dog.
What was your favorite part of being in Michigan?
Playing with the toilets.
Playing with the toilets. My uncle had a toilet issue, had a toilet that wasn't working. We had some downtime, so I went and bought a new toilet yesterday, and I replaced his toilet for him, and then I put the old toilet out in the driveway for the trash people to come and get. But the kids, I guess, had quite the fun time filling up the toilet with a hose and then flushing it in the driveway. So one of Vera's favorite things. Who would have thought?
Michigan, Michigan, Michigan.
Do you? Well, we'll have to talk to Jimmy, but I think he had.
No, you guys are staying on the ground.
Mom. Let's see what Jimmy says when he gets here. We'll take a look at what he's got. We have no idea.